In this video, I show you how to build this simple outdoor bar, and I also show you how to weatherproof it by burning it. Now I'm making this out of 2x6s. That's part of the reason I'm going to burn it to help weatherproof it. If you choose something like cedar or any other type of wood that stands up better outside, that would be the ideal choice. Now my first cuts here will be 6 pieces at 4 feet, and these will be used to build up the sides of the bar. Now I'm cutting 4 pieces at 16.5 inches, which is the depth of the bar, and these will be used to tie in all of those pieces for the sides. Assembly is really simple. I'm really just screwing everything together, but it doesn't hurt to add some exterior wood glue to help strengthen up some of the pieces, but screws really would be good enough by themselves. Now I'm adding some adjustable feet to the bottom of the sides. This is to keep the whole bar off the concrete so the moisture from the concrete isn't sucking up into the wood. This helps the wood last longer. I will say I think I should have added the adjustable feet after I had the bar built, so the front feet would have been further forward, making it a bit more stable. I'll explain more about that later on. With the sides complete, we now have to cut out some shelf pieces to connect the sides together. Now the length really depends on the width of your bar. I'm cutting out 8 pieces at 38 inches, which will give me just under 4 feet wide for the entire bar. Now the reason I pick that is because, first of all, it's a manageable size. It doesn't take up too much space on the patio, but it also lets me utilize the most out of the 8-foot boards I'm using. We have to make room for an umbrella, and it's easier to do this now than when you have the entire bar assembled, because through the first 2 shelves here we have to drill out some holes for the umbrella post. Next I have to cut out 8 pieces at 4 feet for the front, and I am cutting these out of 2x6s again, but I would actually recommend looking at 3/4 inch material, or maybe something a little fancier, maybe a tongue and groove, or something that can really dress up the appearance of your bar. I just happen to be building everything out of 2x6s. Earlier, when I mentioned I needed 8 pieces for the shelves, you may have noticed I only had 7. This is where I decided to add that 8th piece to make the bottom shelf full size. This is to help with stability, because this way on the bottom shelf we can add sandbags to help weigh it down. Now there's different design choices you can make to make this bar less tippy, but the reality is that anything this tall and narrow with an umbrella has a chance of tipping from the wind outside. Next I'm cutting another couple pieces to put on the front just for appearance. These are going to span the width, so I'm cutting 2 pieces at 44 inches. Now the last pieces I'm cutting out are the bar tops here, where you can pop drinks on or food or whatever you might be making. So for these, I'm starting with the sides, cutting out 2 pieces at 16.5 inches. Next, for the last piece on top, I would recommend measuring after you put the sides on so you get inaccurate measurement. Mine ended up being 48 3/4 inches. Finally, with the bar assembled, I can take it outside to weatherproof it by burning it with a propane torch. It's that traditional Japanese method called shosugi-ban. One last recommendation for this process is just have a garden hose handy with the water turned on, of course, so that way if the fire gets out of hand, you can hose it down, wait for it to dry, and then try again, or hose it down when you're done.